Welcome. This is step 3 now. So my first step, I made my sheet of paper with the border. Okay. Second step was I added all of my 1/4 inch lines on my mat board piece. And now the third step, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be putting all of these marks along the top part of this line and then the bottom down here. We are not putting any on the sides, so it's just the top and the bottom. All right. And so again, you're going to be using pencil. I, though, am not going to use pencil so that all of you can see I'm going to be using a pen. Okay. Now, you'll notice all the way up on the top here, I have my start side. You're probably not going to create an arrow made out of Post-it notes, but you might want to put a little, very, very, very light X or something on the side that you're starting all of your lines. So you can see that this goes off the edge, okay? If I started with this line right here, okay, that's going to be really close to the line, but then I would have to mark that this is where I started. Okay, that's where it was right up against this edge. Okay, so that when I got to my last line and it was really close to this line, that it matches down here. Okay, the reason I'm saying that is if my last mark is this close to that line, but then down here, I start on this side, now my mark on this side is this far away from the line. Okay, so if that doesn't make sense, I'll come back to it after I'm done and re-explain it. But you always want to start whatever side of the ruler. Again, for me, it makes sense to start over here because I'm left-handed, so it'll just be as I go across, I'll go this way. For you, you might want to start with it matching up on this side, so then that would be your start side. All that you need to know is however you start it, then you would want to do the other side on the same start side, okay? But my start side is going to be where my X is, so it's going to be on this side of the paper. So I'm matching it up with my piece. I'm going to go right up along that line that we did in step 1, and I'm going to go pretty high up against that line here, and all I'm going to do, again, you're doing this with pencil, is I'm going to put a little mark, and this is a line, not a dot. It's not a horizontal line going this way. It's going up. A very little line. I always like to start a little bit above the line, and then I come down to the line. Okay, right where that mark is on my fake ruler. What we're going to be doing is matching the lines on one side to the lines on the other side and making straight lines. If these lines don't match one side to the other side, then you're going to have crooked lines. So wherever you put a mark on the tag board, you now need to put one on this paper because it's going to match up on the other side. Okay. Now my last line is right here. So you can see how close that is to the line. That's all right, as long as I take this and I slide it down to do these lines. If I take it and I switch this whole thing over and start over on this side, then it's going to be wrong. Okay, so I'm matching my X with the side that I started on. Okay, and I'm going to go below the line now. So I'm matching it up with this line. I'm going to hold it in place. You can see my fingers here, holding it in place, and I'm going to make another set of lines. matching the ones that are on here. That way they should match up with the space above and create long lines when we connect these. You are using pencil. These lines should be light. You're going to want to erase these at some point. Okay. So this right here is step 3. So in the next step, we're going to be connecting them with lines up and down.